Move over to college.
We saw the game. We saw the game of
Game of games.
I almost quit on that game. I said, "Nah,
come on, Deion. No, Deion, I can't quit.
That first half, it was rough. Like
that first
did
quarter.
they prepare for the game or?
It was 2008. It was 2008 blackout vibes. 2008 blackout vibes.
Yeah,
that's what it looked like.
For those that don't know, we're talking about Georgia versus Alabama. For those that don't know,
So, what's the Georgia guys? Give y'all takes. What y'all got? Who going first? Deion, Dane.
I'll clear out.
Go ahead.
I was listening to the first half. I didn't catch. I was driving back from Auburn, but I got to give Carson Beck credit because he was one of my main concerns on last week's pod, and as we saw that first quarter, the first 10 minutes,
he looked like Tony Romo out there.
Shane Falco
looked like Kirk Cousins out there. That's what he looked like.
He was bad out there. Take his NIL from him. That's how bad he was. All the endorsements. Take all that money back. He give it all back. He give it all the way back. But he showed me something in the second half, and to even be able to take the lead in a game like that is crazy because refs was on their side. They was how we get 3 offensive pass interference calls. That means they holding it. We trying to get off, and we getting called for the push off.
The calls look ugly in there, man.
But we're not gonna get those calls in Tuscaloosa. We're not gonna get those calls. You know what I'm saying? Like the PIs. So that's why Kirby was working the refs the second half, and we got a couple on. But that number 2. That was a personal foul before the interception, but it was the one touchdown pass that was thrown in the end zone that he broke up. That was clearly pass interference. Like that's pass interference everywhere in football, but
that was
you're not gonna get that.
That was a get back because early in the game, remember the Georgia dude knocked the Bama receiver down by the neck. That was a no call swap off right there. That's what it was.
When Caleb DeBoer went nuts on the sideline and everything like that, Bama's not used to that. Bama definitely not used to that. That's what I was like. That's what I tasted. Oh shit, Kirby Smart there. Georgia boys got the refs on their side. Yeah,
they do. And I know other shout out I can give. Man, we lost to a 17-year-old man. That Joker can't even go. He can't even get. He can't even get weed or drugs legally.
Nothing.
He can't even vote.
But he can turn the fuck up on Georgia.
Some 10th grader in Alabama. So glad they don't have to guard him.
I don't know how they gave up that last touchdown.
Nervous as hell, man. I gotta play Ryan Williams, man.
Bro, that 10th grader coming out of math class. Bro, I gotta guard this man. He going
this smooth ass spin is just
that shit crazy. How you in 10th grade? Nervous as a bitch. Gotta play an NFL player. Guaranteed.
And he finna do your ass.
He a bad man. He a bad boy. So we can see 3 more years of this. So that's a bad man.
The circus catch that he made, to where it's just thrown behind him and he juggled, and it literally looked like looking at your 3-year-old son out there, just
patting it around. It was like.
Oh, and then I'm gonna slow down and
concentration to pull it in, and then. Boy, he's tough. I can't even be mad at him. He tough.
Was cold.
Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker. D, what you got? What you got on your Bulldogs? D, what you got?
Second half, they made adjustments. They fought back.
Yeah.
They got the lead and then gave it right back. And then the last drive, I don't know what he was thinking about, throwing that bad pick to end the game. That was terrible.
He was just going back to that matchup.
Yeah,
he was going on that freshman corner. And I
think that because the receiver, he's like 6'4" or something. That's Kenny that broke that down. He was like Kenny because he didn't even look. He just threw it over there.
Yep.
And Kenny said, "You just throw it over. That's the play. If it's not that reading that there, you just throw it over there because the matchup is supposed to be there. The kid made a play.
That's
he underthrew it a little bit too. So that was the other thing. Yeah.
It don't matter. You just throw that shit. You throw that shit up and you let your wide receiver
hope for the best. Well, my take on Georgia is, I'm going to ask y'all because I asked Lance this early. Those players who playing for Georgia right now, how much have they contributed to the national championship run? Little to nothing,
right? They were probably the backups. They were probably the twos.
So it is. These are kids who with a little bit of too much entitlement. We've been winning. And now you done got out there. See, this is what I say. And now you done got out there with a uniform on. But bitch, you not Jordan Davis. You not Stetson. You not what's the damn linebacker kid y'all had?
Reggie Bullock.
You not none of them niggas. You just got you not here the Harvey Madison killer. You not him. Like nigga, you just got this jersey on. I think that's what got Georgia. Because I was thinking like, what Carson's been there. I think y'all tight end Delp. He's been behind Brock. But like I said, I think what getting Georgia is, but for them to get hit in the mouth like that, I think that's gonna wake them up. Like, oh, we just not walking into these arenas thinking we the shit, and everybody just gonna genuflate and not want to step up. So, but then Georgia versus Kentucky in this game here. Y'all sense of urgency in that first half is shit. Georgia, I don't understand.
Y'all didn't play at all.
Y'all didn't run the ball. Y'all weren't even running the ball the first 3 possessions. It's like, what? Y'all got ETN. That's NFL fucking pedigree right there. Yep. Why y'all not running the ball?
Y'all paid that man to transfer from Florida. Why are you not using them?
They're not. I'm like, they're not having. I'm like, of course, you're on the road, hostile environment. You got to have some type of running game. But Georgia's trying to use the short passing game to, the as their running game. But that wasn't working. Carson back, like I said, he kept throwing that ball to the right sideline. I think that was on that freshman as well, but then the safety kept coming over the top. Georgia at first, but then Georgia, they just look like I said, that sense of entitlement, those players, y'all ain't did shit, bro. Wake the fuck up. Like, y'all ain't them ones, nigga. You got to, who's going to be those ones? You got to build that up. But I think that's the difference when we look at Alabama and Georgia. Alabama has that discipline, that pedigree built in them. Georgia's still trying to put that shit together to get that. But shout out to Nick Saban, because that motherfucker done make that shit look easy as hell. And I think Georgia's seeing like, oh, that shit ain't easy to keep winning, reloading, rebuilding, all that shit at the same time. Like, this is a fucking process. And I think,
Curry in this NIL era.
It's even worse now. It's even worse. But me and Lance were talking about how Nick Saban just looks like a fucking misery. That motherfucker, he just don't look happy for shit. Like, he was up there like, I'm thinking like, bro, you should be up there looking down like, I built this shit and look what we're doing. We're beating Georgia. And you look pissed off like, damn, dog, what makes you happy? Nothing? Like,
right. Trying to get Bill Belichick on.
Like, goddamn, but on Alabama side, like I say, Jalen Milroe, great redemption arc. The boy, like, how to play football now, but I think that's to DeBoer, credit to him and that coaching staff, because they have that discipline of saving, but they look like they have some relief now. They don't look like they just soldiers how Alabama always look. Ian always say Alabama, they got the most racist jerseys in the country.
Yeah, but them jerseys look like ooh.
Well, with Kalen DeBoer too, you can credit to it with him or whatever, because it was questionable. Okay, how is it going to transition with coming from the Saban era to the Kalen DeBoer era? If you basically see what's going on at their practices, or what he plays music at practice, he jokes with the media, he's open to the media and everything like that. It's like a regular practice. With Saban, the only fun that you got with Saban is when you go to his house and do the zip line and shit. but other than that, like I said, it's practices for boot camp. But Caleb DeBoer, like I said, Nick Saban practice, you ain't gonna never hear no rap music or any type of popular music at practice. They didn't play no music there. It was business there. But Caleb DeBoer, he lightened up the atmosphere. But as you can see, it was questionable these past couple of weeks, especially when they struggled against USF in Tuscaloosa, because Bama fans were worried too. But after last night, that paid off. You see Caleb DeBoer had the boys ready to play, and Jalen Milroe that basically entered himself into the Heisman discussion now.
Give that man his credit. Hell, I give Alabama credit when they went to Wisconsin and just mollywopped the shit out of them. Then, like, Kenny would not. That nigga would not turn from that game. Like, Kenny, why are you watching this? They're beating the shit out of him. I need to see something, man. I need to see something. I was like, all right, man. God damn.
Shout out to Kenny.
That's how he kept saying. So, yeah, Alabama, like I say, that discipline is there, but whatever DeBoer, like, he's just bringing that new age feel to it. Like Lonzy said, he can talk to niggas. He can talk to young niggas. That's what it is. He knows how to bridge that gap. Come on, Deion. Call it what it is, man. Call it what it is.
They are the number one team now. They are number one. Texas 2. Georgia number 5.
Georgia next week.
I think we should have been 4, but it's okay.
It don't matter. Just long as you're 12. Long as you're 12. Long as you're 12. Just long as you're 12, Daniel. That's all that matters.
Oh, yeah.